Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Missoula Mavericks baseball as we come into a conference game against the Kalispell Lakers. Mavericks coming off of a loss to the Bozeman Bucks. The Mavericks now 3-1 in conference play. It's Dylan Chalmers on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the game tonight with the Kalispell Lakers. And leading off, Randy Stoltz, the third baseman. So it's Randy Stoltz, Ryan Sims, the center fielder. Eric Seaman will bat third. He's the designated hitter. Taylor Morton in left field. And Frazier's going to start out with a hit by pitch. Our first pitch is at 7:29. We've got a game time temp of 74 degrees with a 17-mile-an-hour wind out of the north. So with one on after the hit by pitch, that takes us to Ryan Sims. And Sims will have the first pitch in as a strike, or as a ball. So 1-0. Sims in center field. Eric Seaman, the designated hitter, number 3, batting third. Batting fourth will be number 4, Taylor Morton, the left fielder, as the throw to first is made. Luke Hallen, number 2, will bat fifth. He's the second baseman. Kobe Berlin, the right fielder, number 23, bats sixth. Batting seventh is number 6, Jonathan Craver. He's the catcher. Number 21, Ryan Davison, as we come in for strike one to have an even count at 1. Is the first baseman, number 21, batting 8th, and Connor Drish, the shortstop, at number 10, rounds out the order. Chalmers back to first. Stoltz over there off the hit by pitch on the first pitch of the game. For the Mavericks, leading off, it's number 3, Brendan Hill in center field. Dane Frazier is the right fielder. He's number 7, batting second. Number 13, Trad Richardson is your catcher, as we'll have a swing for strike 2. Stuart Long, the shortstop, number 2, bats fourth. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Drew Stensrud, number 5. Bridger Johnson's in left field, number 10, batting sixth, as we go back to first for that pickoff play. Thomas Martin is number 8, the designated hitter for the number 7 spot. Number 11, Zach Hangus, the first baseman, bats 8th, and the second baseman, Dayton Bay, to round up the order. Stoltz is going to look like he's going to go. Foul ball, and we'll stay at 1-2 on the count. So Ryan Sims settling in. Little history on Chalmers. He's a 6'1", 190-pound graduate, as this one's going to come off the mask of Nick Yonke, our plate umpire. And we'll stay at 1-2. So Yonke behind the plate. That puts Klein Voorhees in the field. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. And the throw to first, the pickoff is not there, and we'll have ball 2. Two and 2. So Eric Seaman in the on-deck circle for the Lakers. Runner at second is going to go. This is going to be a pitch off of Richardson, and this will be a full count at 3-2. As the runner gets the base. Off the wild pitch. Here's the payoff pitch by Chalmers. Foul ball. We stay at 3-2. So the Mavericks take to the road this week as they'll go to the Dwight Church tournament in Lewiston, Idaho. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday night, they will take on the host team, Lewis and Clark Twins, at 7 o'clock. It'll be a duo game on Friday as Chalmers will strike out the batter.
Designated hitter number 3, Eric Seaman.
Brings up Eric Seaman, the designated hitter for the Lakers. 1 out, 1 on. Randy Stoltz standing at second. So the Friday games at the tournament, it'll be a 2:30 game against Mercedes-Benz of Seattle, and then a 5 o'clock game, Hanford Flames. Saturday's game will be Spokane Cannons as Chalmers will deliver a strike to go 0-1 against Seaman. And then Sunday, it's Gonzaga Prep at 12:30 p.m. If the Mavericks make it to the championship game, that'll be at 5:30 on Sunday. Here's the 0-1 by Chalmers. And he'll drop it in there for a strike 2. Randy Stoltz out at second. He is your Big Fork Viking standout basketball and football player for the Vikings up there. He's out there doing his duty, playing games with Chalmers. Here's the 0-2, and this one's going to be bounced out, a high bouncer, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to first is on the hop, but there, and that is 2 away. Stoltz will advance to third, and we come to Taylor Morton, the left fielder. 2 outs. And then the Mavericks stay on the road next week as they will have a pair of conference games against the Helena Senators on Tuesday night. First game is at 5. Here's the pitch outside. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Foul ball. And that one almost took out Grandma Martin. 1-1 on the count. Thomas Martin's grandma over with Kim Martin, Thomas's mom, working the front gate. This one's going to be high into the gap, chased down by Johnson. And that will score Stoltz. So the Lakers get on the board first, 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Taking us to Luke Hallen. Morton at first. Halland will foul this one down the first base line. Oh, 1 on the count. 2 outs and a runner at first. 1 run earned by Kalispell. Pitch on the way. And we're upstairs for ball 1 to make it 1-1. So Chalmers, as we were saying, throw to first. A 6'1", 190-pound senior over at Sentinel High School, graduating last Saturday. Pitcher. He has worked his way in the last couple of years. I've covered Maverick baseball at different positions. This one's going to have a cut for strike 2 for Hallen. 1-2. But he's played some outfield and third base, but Hathaway likes to save him out there as this one's going to be bounced up. Chalmers throw to first, and that is the side. So 1 run earned one left behind, and the Lakers lead 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Mavericks turn to bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
MPSN is back to live stream the Montana Legion Baseball AA and State A tournaments this summer. Join us live from Billings, Montana for the State AA tournament and Florence, Montana for the State A tournaments, July 27th through the 31st for all the play-by-play action of every game. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to sponsor the coverage of the games on MPSN, please send us an email. MPSN. Legion Baseball's home for the 2019 Montana State Legion Baseball tournaments.
Welcome back to MPSN as we drop to the bottom of the first inning. The Lakers leading the Mavericks 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Brendan Hill to lead off the Mavericks. So Hill, Frazier, and Richardson scheduled on the inning. Mavericks will be on the road this week as they go to Lewiston. But next weekend, the Mavericks will be hosting their second and final tournament of the summer. And we'll have the schedule for that up on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Hill on his way to the box as Jack Corvine stands on the 5 Valley Auto pitchers mound. And just an update, Bo King went down in the game before this one. Was helped off the field by his teammates, and from what I understand, it's a strained hamstring. So he'll be out with rest for a couple of weeks. First pitch will be high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, and Hill's going to bounce this one out. Shortstop backs up, puts it in the glove. The throw to first is there. And they're going to say safe as the first baseman juggled the ball.
Right fielder number 7, Dave.
And we're going to score that as a hit. They're going to say he dropped it, so it will be an error. So that brings up Dane Frazier with one on. And the wild pitch will advance Hill to second. He's going to grab a gear around the corner at second and now stops. So that makes it 1-0 to Frazier. Here's the pitch. And another inside pitch will bring up ball 2 to Frazier. Dane pitching in game 1 would go the stretch right up until late in the 7th inning, and then Drew Stensrud would come in, or late in the 6th inning, I should say. 6 1/3 innings for Frazier in that first game, as Coravine will slide one over the plate to make it 2-1 to Frazier. Frazier, another Sentinel graduate over the weekend. First base, pitcher, catcher, has spent some time in right field as well. And we'll get ball 3 now to Frazier. The stretch and set by Corvine. And Frazier will swing for strike 2. 3-2 on the count. Brendan Hill at second. No outs. Mavericks looking to bounce back after falling to Bozeman. And Bozeman has a trip this week as well, as they're on their way to Lethbridge after this game. And the wild pitch, Hill's going to go ahead and take third as Craven's not able to pick it up, and that will be runners on the corners for the Mavericks as Trad Richardson comes to the plate. And that will bring out the manager for the Lakers. So, Malman coming out to check in with Coravine, I mean. And it's a quick conference. As Trad Richardson settles in. Trad behind the plate at the catcher position tonight. Makes his home at third base, but his natural position is the catcher position, and he'll swing here for strike 1. So with the Mavericks going to Lewiston this weekend, MPSN will have coverage of all games from Lewiston for the Mavericks only. And here's another wild pitch. Frazier's going to go ahead and take second. Hill stays at third. And we're 1-1 on the count. Stuart Long in the on-deck circle. No outs for the Mavericks. Runners at second and third. Bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 2. Corvine leaning in. Now the stretch and set. And we're upstairs for ball 3. Richardson, a graduate of Sentinel High School. Frenchtown. A right-hander, 6'3", 210 pounds. And Richardson's going to rip this one past the third baseman. They'll hold Frazier up at third as Hill scores, and we're tied at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Shortstop number 2, Stuart Long.
Keeps runners on the corners for the Mavericks with no outs as the shortstop, Stuart Long, comes to the plate. Dane Frazier at third, Trad Richardson at first. And the Mavericks tying it up at 1. Here's the pitch. And he's outside. Corvine in this opening inning, 14 pitches. 5 of them have been strikes. Here's the 1-0. Nope, they're going to throw to first, and Richardson dives back in just in time. For Stuart Long, sophomore at Hellgate, pitcher and shortstop. Played for the Pioneers from 2016 to 2018. That's another local Legion team here. Or it's not Legion. This one's going to be down the third baseline fair. Throw to first, and that's 1 away. As it brings Richardson to third. Drew Stensrud at the plate now for the Mavericks with one out. Runners at second and third, and the first pitch to Stensrud will be a ball. So 1-0. Stensrud has been impressive so far this year in the non-conference portion of the season, has really stepped up his game once we got to conference, as we get ball 2 now. Gate is open down the third base line, so the Lakers warming up an arm. 2-0 on the count. Richardson at second and Frazier at third. Here's the stretch and set. And the ball pitch, Frazier's going to hold at third as Craven keeps it in front of him, and we quickly go to 3-0 on the count for Stensrud. Stensrud, his experience, he got to play in the National Baseball Hall of Fame tournament in 2011 in Cooperstown. That's pretty awesome. Well, to top that off, he would hit a home run in that game, or in that tournament. And now we get one over the plate for strike one. 3-1 to Stensrud. But he likes to play pickup basketball and does some mountain biking. Hunting, fishing, camping, and hiking. True Montana boy. Likes the outdoors. Here's the 3-1. And that's a walk to load the bases. That'll take us to Bridger Johnson. Loaded bases and one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Johnson to settle in. Here's the stretch and set. And over the plate for strike one. If you are in Hamilton tomorrow, the Red Sox will be hosting Mission for a conference doubleheader. Stretch and set. And we'll have ball 1 to even the count out. One out on the board, loaded bases, 1 run earned off the Brendan Hill scamper down the third base line. 1-1 on the count. Here's the stretch and set by Coravine. And we'll get ball 2. So Coravine, 23 pitches into the bottom of the first inning. He's got 15 balls. Here's the 2-1. And a swing to get strike 2 by Johnson. Johnson, junior at Sentinel, 5'11", 172 pounds. Played for the Mavs 1 year at the B level, 1 year at the A level, and then last year at the A level, he got to come up for the state tournament. One of 3 players that made their way up, as we get a full count at 3-2 now. Stensrud at first, Richardson at second, and Frazier at third. 1 out. Thomas Martin in the on-deck circle. And a dive into the bag for Stensrud. Full count. Coravine now with the stretch and set and the payoff pitch. And a bouncer. Second baseman or shortstop will have the tag. The throw down the line to first, and the double play is turned to get him out of the side. The Mavericks will earn 1 run to tie it at 1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Bob Boards, everything outdoors.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Coming this summer, Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at worldviews. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the top of the second inning, tied at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Kalispell Lakers, Missoula Mavericks, and it is the right fielder, Kobe Berlin, to lead things off. So 6, 7, 8 scheduled on the inning for the Lakers. It's Dylan Chalmers on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And here is the first pitch of the inning. It's going to go fair, kissing the third base line and rolling deep into the corner. Johnson will have it at the wall as the runner is around and will stand up at second. A big double for the Lakers to start the inning.
The catcher, number 6, Jonathan Craver.
They'll call time for Berlin to bring his protective gear back. And we'll come to the catcher, Jonathan Craver. Chalmers settles in. Here's the pitch. Over the plate for strike 1. But taking a look at Chalmers, indoor track is another sport he likes to do. His experience at the baseball level, well, this is his 3rd season with the Mavericks. Before that, he was with the Laramie Rangers, as this one's fouled off for strike 2. Dodgers fan. I'll have to track him down this weekend. His hobbies he listed as magic tricks and hiking. I'd like to see Chalmers with some magic trips. He's got some younger brothers, so I'm sure that he is highly entertaining at home. Craver facing 0-2 with a runner at second. Chalmers now with the stretch and set. And Richardson keeps it in front of him for ball 1. Favorite thing for Chalmers that his mom makes is spaghetti, and his favorite memory with Dad is every time they've ever played catch, as this one's fouled off to keep the batter alive at 1-2. Superman is his favorite superhero. Asked him what baseball has taught him. He said, never give up and push for your goals. Foul ball into the netting. Keeps us at 1-2. Most influential person or people in his life, he said, doesn't really have one. Everyone who has supported him and had some influence on him. This one's foul once again over the dugout as we stay at 1-2. It's Ryan Davison in the on-deck circle for the Lakers with 1 on and no outs here in the top of the second. 1-2 on the count for Craver. Here's the stretch and set by Chalmers. And there's a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
First base number 21, Peyton Davison.
Takes us to Peyton Davison. I have Ryan Davison down. Here's the stretch and set by Chalmers. And he'll deliver on the outside of the plate for strike 1 to the lefty. Bozeman's bus on its way back into the complex. They just finished a game against the Mavericks. I know that they're heading to Lethbridge after this game. They might have forgot something here. And a check swing will bring us ball 1. 1-1 on the count. And tonight's split conference games, as this one will be bounced out. Shortstop not able to put a glove on it. Johnson will have the backup, and runners on the corners for the Lakers now.
Shortstop number 10, Connor Drish.
Brings up Connor Drish, the shortstop, bottom of the order. Well, 1 out, runners on the corners. Tie game at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Chalmers will throw to first. And that'll bring in ball 1 now. 1-0 on the count. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down. This is going to be fair. Picked up. And Hangus will have the tag. Runner will score from third, and it's now 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Number 7, Randy Stoltz.
So with 2 outs, a runner at second, we swing to the top of the order to Randy Stoltz. And Chalmers will deliver a ball. Stoltz hit by a pitch to start things off. This one's going to come off of the bat foul. And we'll be even at 1 on the count. That one almost looked like it came off the knuckles. So 1-1. Here's the pitch by Chalmers, and we get ball 2. Two and 1. Runner at second and 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Scheduled for 7 tonight. Conference game. And Stoltz will swing for strike 2. So 2-2. Here's Chalmers now with the pitch. And we'll get a full count. Three and 2. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's punched high over short. Johnson comes in from left field, and that is the side. So the Lakers will earn one, they'll leave one, and it's 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bottom of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the bottom of the second inning. Kalispell Lakers leading the Missoula Mavericks 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It is a conference game tonight between the Mavericks and the Lakers. Mavericks falling in one conference game against the Bozeman Bucks earlier this evening. So the Mavericks now 3-1 in conference play. For the Mavericks, it's Thomas Martin, the designated hitter, to lead things off here in the second. 7, 8, 9 batters on the schedule, so Martin, Hangus, and Bay. Korovine back in, and first pitch will be inside for a ball. The stretch and set. And Martin bounces this one to the third baseman. He can't put a glove on it. It's going to get into left field, and Thomas Martin is going to reach. We'll hold to see how they have that one.
First baseman number 11, Zach Hangus.
That'll bring up Zach Hangus. And they're going to score that one as an error. And Hangus will lay down the bunt. Diving for the catch is Korovine, and that'll be one out. Great job by the pitcher.
Second base number 1, Dayton Bay.
So we go to Dayton Bay, bottom of the order. And we'll have ball one to the dismay of the Maverick fans. So 0-2 on the count. And that one will tag Bay. No, they're going to say he's going to stay. And we'll have ball one. Came off of Bay's elbow, and here comes Hathaway to discuss. And Hathaway last Wednesday night was tossed from the game, the first time that I've seen him tossed from the game due to an errant call, and now he is upset once again at the call. And we'll go 1 and 2 on the count. Nick Yankee, our plate umpire, getting some heckling from the Maverick fans. As Dayton Bay will settle back in, the second baseman. And Dayton Bay, he's been a fun one to watch this year. Coming up, he would actually come out and surprise fans with stolen bases. Once he gets on, he is scary when at the bases. And we'll have ball 2 to make it 2 and 2 on the count. But Bay, a 5'11", 155-pound sophomore at Sentinel. Second and short are his 2 positions. Here's Coravine with the 2 and 2. And it's going to be fouled off. We stay at 2 and 2. But he'll play football, basketball, and track. Toronto Blue Jays is his team of choice. Hunting, skiing, and girls are his hobby. Perfect for a sophomore. Pitch on the way. And Bay will be struck out for out number 2.
Number 3, Brendan Hill.
We'll swing to the top of the order with 2 outs and a runner at first for the Mavericks as Brendan Hill. He'll look down the third base line. Hathaway with no signal, so we get set for the pitch. Thomas Martin at first. Here's the pitch. And it's outside for a ball. Stretch and set. And a pitch over the plate to even us out at 1. But Bay, favorite thing Mom makes is chicken enchiladas. I'll have to check in with him on that one. That sounds really good. Favorite memory or best memory with Dad is killing his first elk in Dillon. And here's a high throw. Good job by the first baseman, Davison, to bring it down. Favorite movie, I can agree with this. Remember the Titans. That's a great movie with a even better message, I should say. Sports hero is Iron Man. Here's the 1-1. And Martin's going to get the base at second. We've actually got Hill at the plate, so I'm giving you Bay's information off of Hill, and we'll have ball 2 to Hill. With Thomas Martin at second now. So for Hill, his favorite memory with Dad is his first muley buck. And we'll have ball 3 now to Hill. Favorite food Mom makes? Anything. Superhero, Superman. I can see that with Brendan. He is a Superman type. And a walk for Hill.
Number 7, Dane Frazier.
That'll bring up Dane Frazier now with 2 outs and runners at first and second for the Mavericks. And the pitch to Frazier will be a strike. Dane Frazier walked his first at bat. Favorite superhero was Flash for Daners. Here's the 0-1. And a good job by Craver to keep that in front of him for ball 1. So Hill at first, Martin at second, 2 outs, and a 1-1 count for Frazier. And we'll have strike 2. Most influential person for Dane is his mom. Asked him what his best piece of advice his dad gave him. He said, hard work pays off. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 2, 2-2. Hardest part about being recruited, because Dane is going to be moving on to the next level next fall. Exposure while having a torn UCL. Frazier would pick that up last year against the Bozeman Bucks in Bozeman, and he would DH for the middle of the season, then got himself back in at first base as he's going to sling this one into center field. Center fielder's back and in the glove, and that will end the side. So the Mavericks load him up, leave him behind, and it stays 2-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
MPSN is back to live stream the Montana Legion Baseball AA and State A tournaments this summer. Join us live from Billings, Montana for the State AA tournament and Florence, Montana for the State A tournaments, July 27th through the 31st for all the play-by-play action of every game. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to sponsor the coverage of the games on MPSN, please send us an email. MPSN. Legion Baseball's home for the 2019 Montana State Legion Baseball Tournaments.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the third inning, the Kalispell Lakers leading the Missoula Mavericks 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Dylan Chalmers on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for his third inning of duty. And for the Lakers, it's the 2-3-4 batters. Ryan Sims, the center fielder, to lead off. Seaman and Morton. Seaman in the on deck and Morton in the hole.
Number 14, Ryan Sim.
So Sim. Brings us to Eric Seaman. Seaman, I believe, a student at Flathead High School. Inside pitch over the plate will be strike 1. Seaman, a ground out, his first at bat. 1 on, no outs as time is called. Ryan Sims at first. Here's the pitch by Chalmers, and it's going to be inside for ball 1. 1-1 on the count. Taylor Morton in the on-deck circle for the Lakers. And Chalmers to first. Zach Hangus standing over there at first for the Mavericks. He's got that long, lanky body. Taking a look at Chalmers' stats, he's 3-0. As this one's fouled off for strike 2, 1-2. 11 games that he has played in, 6 starts, 37 total innings, 21 runs, 7 of them earned off of 29 hits. As this one's fouled back to keep the batter alive at 1-2. He has walked 8 and struck out 39. And Richardson will make the throw, and its ball is not there in time. The base is stolen at second. And the throw will be, or the pitch will be a ball to make it 2-2 on the count. Seaman settles in with 2-2 on the count. And a reach will be foul. And we'll stay at 2-2. Here's the stretch and set. And we'll have a full count at 3-2. And that one was tight inside. This one's going to be hopped into right field. Coming up and on the dive, it's Dane Frazier. Throw to second, and it's going to be a double play turn for the Mavericks to clear the bases. Great job by Frazier in right field. And to hop back up and make the throw to second for the out.
Number 4, Taylor Morton.
Morton's going to pound this one into left field, and Johnson hops on his bike, rides it out, and puts it in the glove to end the side. So the Mavericks hold off the Lakers to keep it 2-1 on the scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field. Mavericks Game 2 on the evening. Game 1 was a loss to the Bozeman Bucks, conference play 6-1, and so now the Mavericks trying to even it up on the night against the Kalispell Lakers.
Number 13.
It'll be the catcher, Trad Richardson, to lead things off for the Mavericks. So 3-4-5 batters, Richardson, Long, and Stensrud. For his third inning of work on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, it is Jack Korovine. Here's the stretch and set for the first pitch of the inning, and it'll be outside for ball 1. So Richardson to settle in. Here's the pitch. And Richardson with a rocket into center field. Center fielder's backtracking it and puts it in the glove. That is 1 away.
Number 2, Stuart Long.
Takes us to the shortstop, Stuart Long. Here's the stretch and set. And Long will foul this one into the Maverick dugout down the first base line. For Long, the Hellgate rep for the Mavericks, pitcher and shortstop. The other sports he likes to do is slope style skiing. As this pitch gets away from Craver for ball 1. So 1-1 on the count. Long, a Braves fan, Atlanta Braves fan. We won't hold that against him. He'll swing for strike 2. Best memory with Dad is hunting in Canada his freshman year. Have to have him tell some stories about that. That sounds like fun. The 1-2. And a smack over the first baseman's head into right field will put Stuart Long on for the Mavericks with 1 out.
Number 5, Drew Stensrud.
We come to the third baseman, Drew Stensrud, now for the Mavericks. 1 out, 1 on. Stensrud walked his first at bat. Throw to first. Gorgeous evening here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Sun's out, the shadows getting long on the field. Slight breeze. Set for a good weekend of baseball in Lewiston, as we'll have one over the plate for strike 1. Last year for the Lewiston tournament, it was a wet one. Well, Thursday, it looks like we'll have 93 degrees. Supposed to be in the upper 80s all weekend. Here's the 0-1. And this one's hopped over the second baseman's head into right field. Long is going to grab a gear and make his way to third, and that's runners on the corners for the Mavericks with 1 out.
Number 10, Bridger Johnson.
Bridger Johnson now for the Mavericks with runners on the corners. Johnson ground out his first at bat. Here's Coravine with the stretch and set. And a swing. It does have contact. Regardless, it's strike 1. One of the Laker players running it out. Ryan Galvin. Here's the 0-1. And a swing will bring up strike 2. Support coming from the Maverick fans in the stands. We've got a good crowd here tonight as the first base line is packed. Kalispell bringing a good group as they've got most of the seating down the third base line filled up. As Long will foul this one off to stay at 0-2. But for Johnson, center fielder, he's played I believe he's played all 3 positions in the outfield so far this year and has been a great addition moving up from the A squad. Throw back to first, forcing Stensrud into the bag. You got Stensrud at first and Long at third. 1 out. Thomas Martin in the on-deck circle. And a pitch, that one's going to be outside, and we'll have ball 2. But Johnson, hobbies, hunting, fishing, skiing, and lifting. Favorite thing Mom makes is chicken Alfredo. Movie is Talladega Nights, as this one will get us to 2-2 on the count. He's a Batman fan. Here's the stretch and set. And this one will be fouled off. 2-2. Future goals for Johnson is to become a game warden or wildland firefighter. Very noble. His hobbies being hunting, fishing. I can see that. Here's the pitch, and Johnson rolls this one out to the shortstop. Shortstop in the dirt, throw to second, and that's one away as Long comes over the plate, and it's now tied at 2.
Number 8, Thomas Martin.
That'll bring up Thomas Martin. And Martin will foul one off for strike 1. For Martin, he reached off an error, his first at bat. And he is another one of those Sentinel young men that graduated over the weekend. Here's the 0-1. Will bring us even at 1 on the count. But for Martin, 176 foot, 170 pound graduate from Sentinel. Second base, he's had some time, a few innings on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound this year. That was his specialty last year. As this one is going to be high over the pitcher's mound. Shortstop comes in and keeps it in the glove, and that's the side. So the Mavericks earn 1 to tie it at 2. They leave 1 behind, and it's top of the 4th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the top of the 4th inning, tied at 2 between the Kalispell Lakers and the Missoula Mavericks. Leading things off, it's Luke Halland, the second baseman. So 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled on the inning with Dylan Chalmers on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. First pitch of the inning is going to be swung on and into the glove of Dayton Bay. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 4th.
Number 23, Kobe Berlin.
Brings us to Kobe Berlin, the right fielder. Chalmers with the pitch. High and outside on the left-hander for ball one. For Berland, it was a double his first at-bat. And now a foul ball into the parking lot will even us out at 1. Here's this pitch by Chalmers. And this one's going to be rolled right to Stensrud. He'll have it in the glove, but it'll hop out. The throw to first is just ahead. And Klein Voorhees, our field umpire, will punch him out for out number 2. Great job by Stensrud at third. After that ball ricocheted off the glove, he recovered and made the rocket throw. So with 2 away, we come to Jonathan Craver, the catcher, and he'll swing for strike 1. Two outs, bottom of 4, tied at 2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Chalmers steps onto the rubber, and the pitch. Swung. This one's back to Stensrud. He'll glove it up. Throw to first is high, but Hangus will get to the bag, and that's the side. Great job. 5-3 play back-to-back. We'll be back right after this with the Mavericks on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field. Lakers versus Mavericks, tied at 2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It is bottom of the order for the Mavericks. 8-9 batters on the inning. Zach Hangus, and Dayton Bay, with Brendan Hill in the hole. Pitching for the Lakers on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound is Jack Coravine for his 4th inning of duty. So Hangus will come up. He would get out off of a bunt that was caught by the pitcher. So Coravine will settle on the rubber, and we'll have our first pitch of the inning. We did see the bullpen open up early for the Lakers, but they did not go back to it. Pitch over the plate will bring up strike 1 to Hangus. Hangus has been fun to watch this year. He's made a name for himself on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, as this one's going to be bounced forward, and the pitcher will have it once again. The throw to first, and that's 1 away.
Number 1, Dayton Bay.
Bottom of the order now for the Mavericks, Dayton Bay. 1 out, nobody on. Tied at 2. Lakers, 2 runs off of 4 hits. They have committed 2 errors and left 2 behind. For the Mavericks is 2 runs off of 3 hits, no errors, and 5 left on base. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 1. To Bay. Bay struck out his first at bat. He's going to hop this one into the backstop, and we'll be even on the count. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. Dayton's favorite baseball memory is a grand slam at the district championship. What baseball has taught him, brotherhood, and how to compete to be successful. Here's the 2-1. And that'll bring us to strike 2, 2-2. According to Dayton, the best place to hang out in Missoula is floating the river, and I have to agree. Here's the 2-2. And we'll have a loaded count at 3-2 now. My favorite place to hang out in the summertime, besides Lindbergh Craig Field, is on the river, either Blackfoot or the Clark Fork. Little gorge action at least twice a year on the kayak. Here's the pitch, and Bay will take this one off the grips. It's going to bounce out. Third baseman will come up, bobble the ball, and Dayton Bay is going to reach off the air.
Number 3, Brendan Hill.
Brings us to Brendan Hill now, top of the order for the Mavericks, and that'll be 3 errors against the Lakers. Third baseman coming up to make a play on that. That looked like it was in position for the shortstop. Communication on the field. Here's the pitch to Hill, and this one's going to be fouled off for strike 1. Hill reaching off an error, his first at bat, and walked his last at bat. Asked Brendan who the most influential person is for him, and he said his whole family. Best advice his dad's given him: be kind to everyone because you don't know what they are going through. That's a good piece of advice. Here's the 0-1 now. And a hopper over the netting. It's going to land right outside the door here. Will bring Hill to strike 2, 0-2. Thing he's going to remember the most about playing sports at the high school level are the friendships that he made and the experiences he had with those friends. As this one's high foul down the first base line, it's going to land in the lighting area down there, and we stay at 0-2. Hill will be going on to play collegiate baseball and earn a degree. His older sister is in college, and I asked him any advice that she gave him, and she said, do your homework. Solid piece of advice for a college student. Here's the 0-2. And a swing to strike out Hill for out number 2.
Number 7, Dane Frazier.
Brings up Dane Frazier now with 2 outs. Dayton Bay at first. Tied at 2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch, and Bay's going to go. And no throw. Bay gets the base. Ball 1. Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle. And Frazier hits this one. It's going to come off of the leg of Dayton Bay, and that is going to be an out due to player interference. Hathaway is going to hold out there. A comment to Voorhees, but that is the side. So Mavericks not able to get anybody in, and it stays tied at 2. Top of the 5th inning right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Top of the 5th inning in a 7-inning game here at Lindbergh Craig Field between the Kalispell Lakers and the Missoula Mavericks, tied at 2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And to lead off the inning will be the first baseman, number 21, Ryan Davison. So the 8-9 batters scheduled on the inning with Connor Drish in the on-deck circle. Dylan Chalmers holding strong on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound as the lefty steps in for his first pitch in Davison. And he's going to crack this one foul for strike 1. So for Chalmers, and brought up the wrong information here. Will be 1-1 on the count as Chalmers will deliver ball 2 to the left-hander. So back-to-back ball pitches by Chalmers. Here's the pitch and a swing to bring us to strike 2. 2-2. Chalmers now with the 2-2. And a foul ball into the backstop. Keeps us at 2-2 for Chalmers. Coming into the inning, 4 innings pitched. 57 pitches. 39 over the plate. 2 runs. Both of them earned. 2 strikeouts, no walks. Hit 1 batter. 1 wild pitch. And we're at 3-2. And a walk on Davison.
Number 10, Connor Drish.
So we go to the bottom of the order with 1 on and no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. As the shortstop, Connor Drish, comes to the plate. Chalmers with the stretch and set. Showing bunt. Inside for ball 1. Now, Drish would have a sac bunt, his first at bat. Davison stepping away from first. Here's the 1-0, and the bunt is laid down. Run up on it, throw to first, and not able to hold on to it as Dayton Bay as it rolls into right field. The runner at third, they're going to go ahead and let the runner at second. There's nobody at second. Now Bay will get there, and the runner will slide in. And that is runners at second and third. Mavericks will have their first error of the game.
Number 7, Randy Stoltz.
So that'll put runners at second and third as the top of the order, Randy Stoltz, comes to the plate. And they're going to go ahead and just call that a straight up error, no hit. Here's a smack into center field. Hill is there. The tag at third. The throw is made. And it's not going to get there in time. And Davison will score. One away. Lakers lead 3-2.
Ryan Zim.
So Ryan Sims now with one out and one on. Smacks it into center field. This is going to hop in front of Hill. Runner's going to grab a gear around the corner of third, and that'll be 2 runs earned for the Lakers here in the top of the 5th inning.
Number 3, Eric Seaman.
That takes us to the designated hitter, Eric Seaman, with a runner at first and one out. Lakers lead 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Chalmers will deliver a ball. Seaman 0 for 2. Runner's going to go at first. Richardson with the throw. It is just off, and they're going to say safe at second. Pitch was a ball, so 2-0 on the count. Two and 0. Lakers wearing down on the Mavericks late here. Here's a shot. High. In the glove of Hangus. Runner will hold, and that's 2 away now.
Number 4, Taylor Morton.
That takes us to the left-hander, Taylor Morton, with 2 outs and a runner at second. Lakers earning 2 runs here in the top of the 5th to make it 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Morton 1 for 2, singled his first at bat. This one gets away from Richardson, and the runner will advance to third on the wild pitch. Chalmers now with the pitch. And he'll find the plate for strike 1. 1-1 on the count. Sims standing at third, the sun in his eyes as he holds his hand in front of his face to shield. And a bouncer This one's going to get to Bay. He's not going to be able to put a glove on it. The turn and no throw. The runner scores. And it's now 5-2 Lakers here in the top of the 5th inning. And they are going to score that as an error. And a hit by a pitch. We'll put a runner at first and second now.
Number 23, Kobe Berlin.
And we go to Kobe Berland. (5-2) on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Lakers in charge here in the top of the 5th. They've earned 3 runs to take the lead. And they're going to say a commitment on the check swing will be strike 1 to Berland. Berland 1 for 2, doubled his first at bat with runners at first and second. He would be a lethal one here at the plate. And time is called by Berland. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Halland at first and Morton at second. Here's Chalmers with the stretch and set. And Chalmers finds the plate for strike 2. Throw to second on the pickoff, and the player will dive in just in time. That's a tough throw for the pitcher to second. Now the pitch by Chalmers. And it'll be outside on the left-hander for ball 1. Runners step away at first and second. Chalmers with the stretch and set. And a foul ball will keep us at 1-2. Berland reaching for it on that one. So the Mavericks with 2 outs. The Lakers with 2 outs. Chalmers, 73 pitches, 48 of them have been over the plate. Here's the 1-2. And a swing. And they're going to say strike 3 to end the side. So 3 runs earned, 2 left behind, and the Lakers lead 5-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be right back with Mavericks batting right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field. Kalispell Lakers leading the Missoula Mavericks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. For the Mavericks, it's the 3-4-5 batters. Richardson, Long on deck, and Stensrud in the hole. And continuing his work on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound is Jack Koravine. as Richardson steps up. Richardson 1 for 2, singled his first at bat. Here's the stretch and set, first pitch of the inning. It'll be over the plate for strike one to Richardson. Richardson, one of those big hitters for the Mavericks this year. This one's going to be rolled out and into the second baseman's glove. The throw to first is overthrow, and Richardson will reach off of the air. And a discussion of interference by the first baseman as Richardson got there.
Number 2, Stuart Long.
Brings us to Stuart Long now. Dane Frazier now. Stuart Long, I apologize. The order has been Frazier in front of Richardson, so a little confused there. 1-1. This will bring up strike two now. For Long. Long 1 for 2, singled his last at bat. Richardson steps away from third. Here's the stretch and set by Corvey. And Long fouls it back to stay at 1-2. Here's the stretch and set. And now the pitch. Long takes this one down the third base line, and it's just out of play. So he'll come back and try again. Corvine with the stretch and set. And Long takes this one into center field. It's got some leg, but it's in the glove, and that will be out number one.
Number 5, Drew Stensrud.
So we go to the third baseman, Drew Stensrud, with one away, and Richardson at first. Stensrud walked his first at bat and then a single his last. Mavericks looking for 3 runs to tie it up, as it's upstairs for ball one. Stensrud, a Cardinals fan, his baseball team of choice, as this one will be outside for ball two, 2-0. Favorite thing that mom makes is pumpkin pancakes. Gonna have to check into that. That sounds pretty good. Favorite memory with dad is being coached by his dad for 12 years. Outside for ball 3. Favorite movie, Rocky IV. Starting to like this kid a little more. So 3-0 to Stensrud. Runner at first and 1 out. And Corvine will get into the count with a strike pitch, 3-1. Pitch on the way. And this one's down the third base line. It will be foul as it goes over the fence. And we'll be at a full count at 3-2. That one making it over the fence in left field. We got 340 down the third base line, and it was probably 10 feet, maybe 12 feet foul. And he hopped that one over the fence. So if Stensrud can get a little straighter swing, bring that one inside the yellow pole, Mavericks will be in business. Here's the 3-2. And this one's going to be hopped into center field in the glove, and that's 2 away.
Number 10, Bridger Johnson.
Takes us to Bridger Johnson with 2 outs. Ryan Sims in center field getting a good workout tonight with shots by the Mavericks. Here's Johnson now. Richardson at first. And Johnson punches it high into center field, and once again Ryan Sims will put it in the glove, and that is the side. So the Mavericks put a runner on, but it stays 5-2. Top of the 6th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City.
What?
New York City?
Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 6th inning. Kalispell Lakers leading the Missoula Mavericks 5-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And for the Lakers, it's the bottom of the order. Jonathan Craver, the catcher, number 6. So 7, 8, 9 batters on the schedule here in the 6th inning. Dylan Chalmers on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and he's set for his first pitch of the inning. And it's a swing for strike 1. For Craver, well, he's 0 for 2, struck out his first at-bat in a ground ball. Gate has been swung open down the third base line for the Lakers, so they are warming up an arm as this one's upstairs to even us out at 1. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. And we'll have ball 2. 2-1. Here's the pitch. And a swing. This is going to be bounced out, long with it in the glove. The throw to first, and Hangus will stick the bag. That's 1 away here in the top of the 6th.
Number 21, Peyton Davison.
Brings up Peyton Davison. So Davison with strike one. Fouls this one off to bring up strike two. One out and nobody on. Lakers lead the Mavericks. (5-2). Frazier delivers it over the plate, and we get the chainsaw pull by Nick Yonke for the out, and that's two. We come to Connor Drish now. Bottom of the order for the Lakers. Here's the pitch by Chalmers, and it's a foul ball down the third base line as it hops in the dirt for strike one. Drish 0 for 1, sack bunt, and reached off an error his last at bat. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled high and away for strike two. Chalmers continuing to battle. The Lakers 5 runs off of 5 hits. They've committed 4 errors and left 4 behind. For the Mavericks, is 2 runs off of 4 hits, 2 errors, and they have left 7 behind as this pitch comes in for a ball. And we'll get ball 2. Here's the 2-2. This one's into center field. Hill tracks it down, wraps the glove around it, and that's the side. So the Lakers go 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lakers leading the Mavericks 5-2. Conference game tonight, 7 innings. Mavericks falling to the Bozeman Bucks already tonight to go 3-1 in conference play. For the Mavericks to lead it off, it is the designated hitter Thomas Martin. So 7, 8, 9 batters, Martin, Hangus, and Bay scheduled on the inning. And Jack Coravine will continue his duty on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And the Mavericks warming up an arm in the bullpen. That would be Stuart Long. Thank you very much. Here's the first pitch of the inning, and it'll come in for strike one. For Martin, 0 for 2. Reached off an error his first at bat, and then an infield fly his second. Gate open down the third base line for the Lakers as well, so both bullpens getting some action as Martin will slice for strike two. Here's the 0-2, and this one is across the chin to make it ball one. So 1-2. Mavericks go on the road this week as they play in their first road tournament. Lewiston, Idaho. First game Thursday night, 7 o'clock against the Lewis and Clark Twins, host team for the tournament. As Martin bounces this one out, shortstop will have it on the bounce. The throw to first is overthrown. The first baseman not able to put it in the glove, and Martin will reach off the air.
Number 11, Zach Hangus.
And we come to Zach Hangus now for the Mavericks. So as I was saying, Thursday night, first game of action, 7 p.m. against the Lewis and Clark Twins. And then Friday is a duo day for the Mavericks, as they will have Mercedes-Benz of Seattle at 2:30 and then Hanford Flames at 5. Ball 1 to Hangus. Saturday will be one game against the Spokane Cannons at 12. And then Sunday is a 12:30 game against Gonzaga Prep. This is going to be in the dirt. Martin's going to go to second. The throw is made as Martin slides in, and that's a free base as we get ball 2. And for Coravine, 98 total pitches, 57 of them over the plate. So he's reaching his pitch count. Here's the pitch, and Hangus will foul this one down the third base line to bring up strike 1 to Hango. And if the Mavericks make it to the championship game for the tournament, that's at 5:30 on Sunday. So a full weekend of baseball, and then it's one day off, and then the Mavericks go to Helena for a doubleheader next Tuesday. And we get ball 3 to Hangus. Hangus has been a fun one to watch this year, coming up from the A squad. Sophomore at Sentinel, pitcher and first base. His other sports are hockey. Hobbies, spending time at the lake. And Hangus will be walked, and he'll get on base for the first time tonight. And that will bring Malman out, so I imagine we'll see a change, pointing to the umpire and asking for a pitch count.
100.
At 100 pitches. So before Dayton Bay comes to the plate, it's a conference on the mound with runners at first and second and no outs. Mavericks down 5-2. With the gorgeous weather, and I'm going to be heading out this week to follow the Mavericks to the Lewiston tournament. The first place I'm going to go before I hit the road is going to be our friends over at Fast Trip Conoco. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the car with some gas and grab some cold drinks before I head out of town. I might even run it through Magic Touch Car Wash before I do, to make my car look good before the trip. If you want to stop by the most convenient store in town, well, stop by Fast Trip Conoco, located on South Reserve across from Larchmont Golf Course. Fast Trip Conoco, your one-stop shop convenience store and a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula. So Dayton Bay at the plate, no outs, runners at first and second, and the Lakers expecting bunt as the first baseman comes up the line. Bay is going to punch this one high over third base, and the shortstop calls for it in the glove, and that is the first out of the inning.
Number 3, Brendan Hill.
Brings up the top of the order for the Mavericks in Brendan Hill, as the sun has fully convened over the mountain range. No lights though here. And we'll get a ball pitch to Hill. For Brendan Hill, 0 for 2. Reached off an error his first at bat, a walk, and then was struck out his last at bat. Here's the 1-0. And Hill takes this one off the grips. The shortstop, third baseman's not able to get it, and the throw to second is not made. That will bring Martin home from third. Hangus will stand at third, and the Mavericks pull within 2 runs to make it 5-4. Or 5-3. I apologize. 5-3. Got excited. Within 2 runs, though. And that will bring Malman back out, so I imagine we have seen the last of Coravine on the evening. We'll wait for the ball to be handed over, and that's what it is. So pitching change coming up. We'll step aside. Mavericks pulling within 2, 5-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratt for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we have a new pitcher on the mound in Ryan Galvin for the Lakers. Runners at first and third for the Mavericks and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So the batter for the Mavericks will be Dane Frazier. For Coravine, it'd be 5 1/3 innings for him. 103 total pitches, 60 of them over the plate. 3 runs, 1 earned, struck out 2, walked 4, did not hit a batter. And a throw to first to Hill. The lights have been turned on here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Mountain range behind us with a golden crest on it. It's gorgeous here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Here's the first pitch to Frazier. It'll be upstairs for ball 1. So for Frazier, 1 for 2, walked his first at bat and a single his last. He'd have a line drive out in his second. Hill's at first. Hangus is at third as the throw is made to first. Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the pitch by the lefty. And we'll have it over the plate for strike 1. 1-1 on the count.
High and outside.
Here's the stretch and set, the 1-1, and it'll come inside for ball 2. Two and 1. Pitch on the way. Nope, they're going to throw to first as Hill will stand up. Tripped up by the first baseman's legs, Davison. I asked Frazier, he's got a younger sister, Cody, who is working her way into prep all-star status. Frazier takes this one into the gap. This one's got a lot of leg. It's going to land and roll. Hangus is going to come down the line. They'll go ahead and wave around. Hill on the run as Frazier stands at third, and we are tied at 5. Frazier with a monstrous triple.
Number 13, Brad Richardson.
And it's 5 apiece on the 5 Valley Auto or Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard with Trad Richardson at the plate. Frazier at third, and the first pitch to Richardson will be a strike. For Trad, 1 for 3, singled his first at bat, reached off an error his last, and a line drive out in his second. Here's the 0-1. Richardson punches this one high. Center fielder races up and puts it in the glove. Frazier's got to go back to third, and it's an overthrow. Frazier will come down the line, and the Mavericks will take the lead 6-5 off the air.
Number 2, Stuart Long.
So the Mavericks take a 6-5 lead as Stuart Long comes to the plate. And Long will have this one into right field. The right fielder is going to come up, and this will be played into the glove. And that will be the side. So the Mavericks will earn 4 runs to take the lead, 6-5. We'll be back with the top of the 7th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Coming this summer, Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at worldviews. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we hop to the top of the 7th inning. Mavericks taking the lead in the bottom of the 6th, 6-5 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Lakers, it's the top of the order. Randy Stoltz, the third baseman, to lead off. So 1, 2, 3 on the schedule. Stoltz, Sims, and Seaman. Dylan Chalmers on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. We did see Stuart Long in the bullpen warming up an arm, so Chalmers 3 outs away from standing tall. And his first pitch to Stoltz will be ball 1. Stoltz, that Big Fork Viking, thorn in the side of the Loyola Rams for that State B basketball championship. 1-1 on the count on the strike pitch by Chalmers. What a state basketball championship game that was, as it would go 4. Richardson not able to hold on to the pitch, and we get ball 2, 2-1. And it's a race out to grab the ball. Lettner for the Mavericks and Seaman for the Lakers. Lettner will win the race. Here's the 2-1 by Chalmers. Outside for ball 3. For Stoltz, hit by a pitch his first at bat, and then a sac fly and a fly out. Here's the pitch and a swing. Contact. Regardless, it'll be strike 2. And we'll have a full count for Stoltz. Stoltz has been fun to watch at the Legion baseball level as well the last couple of years. This one's cranked into center field. Hill on his bike riding out there, and Hill puts it in the glove for one away.
Number 14, Ryan Sims.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Ryan Sims. He's had some work today as the Mavericks have been popping shots into center field all evening long. One away here in the top of the 7th. Here's Chalmers now with the stretch and set. And this one's back to Hill. This time Hill with a slight jog, and that's 2 away.
Number 3, Eric Seaman.
So with 2 outs, the game in the bat of Eric Seaman, the designated hitter. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. And Seaman's going to pop this one into right field. Frazier's going to track it down, and it's in the glove. That's game. Mavericks will go 1-1 on the evening, falling to the Bozeman Bucks in Game 1, 6-1, but they will come back and get the Game 2, 6-5 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. So the Mavericks, 5 runs off of 5 hits, the Lakers, 5 runs off of 5 hits and 7 errors. They would leave 4 behind. For the Mavericks, it would be 6 runs off of 5 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left behind. Mavericks will be on the road this weekend as they will head to the Dwight Church tournament in Lewiston, Idaho. I will talk to you folks on Thursday night at 7 from Lewiston, Idaho. Have a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, goodbye.